He like that look away when he look.
Hey, shalom, 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 y'all,
Shalom, shalom, Yahawah, shalom.
Alright, before we started, face to the east. Alright, you ready?
Shema Yashala Yahawah AHLAHAYANAWA Yahawah Chad. Shema Yashala Yahawah AHLAHAYANAWA Yahawah Chad. Shema Yashala Yahawah AHLAHAYANAWA Yahawah Chad. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWASHI, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWASHI. Barakatah YAHAWAH, Barakatah YAHAWASHI, Bahashem QADASH, HALALYAMLA, AHLAHAYANAWA, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, Bahashem QADASH, Shemash.
Alright, what the brother and I said there was, "Hear, O Israel, Yahawah, our God, Yahawah is one. Bless you, Yahawah. Bless you, Yahawah. In the name of the Holy Spirit, all praises to our Father, our God, Yahawah. In the name Yahawah, in the name of the Holy Spirit, which is in heaven." All right, double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of the great millstone. Much due respect to the sincere Akim who labor and work. Shalom. To you believers, to the Akim wa Akwa, which be your brothers and few amount of sincere sisters who subscribe to this truth. All right, and as always,
THAWADAH YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI,
giving thanks to our power with the Holy Spirit, which gives us understanding of the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures, and to have faith in the true names of our power,
YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, Bahashem QADASH.
ABADDON, that today's lesson is edifying. I'm your brother Malkia, my brother ELNUIM with me, which is YAHAWASHI, Pasadena, Texas. All right, so we're going into a EMP topic, mass job layoffs, and how apparently it's now a crime to speak against transformers, I'm gonna say, right? Because apparently over there in Nevada, they made it a law apparently that it's a crime to speak against, the fucking mega crimes out there. All right, and then I think you found something too, how someone was in prison for 10 months.
Yeah, man, in prison for 10 months for basically speaking against them because they read Bible scriptures.
Yeah, yep. They read Bible scriptures that goes against they read scriptures how our power doesn't support abomination. For an example, you being a transformer, and they were catching to prison for that, man. All right,
you don't know what the brother means. It's changing your plumbing. Let's just say that, changing your plumbing.
You go from a man to being a woman.
Yep.
You go from a woman to be a man. You're a transformer, okay? You're a robot in disguise, motherfucker, okay? All right? Well, I'm gonna get the article so you can see for yourself. A nigga in disguise. I'm a dude disguised as a woman playing a woman. So y'all can see it for yourself. This is the one that the brother and Noon found from End Time headlines. It says sports star jailed 10 months for trans. You see it there, right? Transformers. Message of creation from the book of Genesis, from the Bible, from here, all right, from the scriptures, okay, all right, the very book that Esau Edom doesn't like, he's afraid of, okay. And then here from Natural News, it says Nevada just voted a law to into existence that will make it and you see how they got crime, capitalized there, to criticize transformers in disguise. It says and for children too. So if you're out there going against this agenda, you're gonna be cast into prison pretty much. It's a crime apparently. All right. So we're gonna touch on that first. Just brought that out.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Right? So woe, right? Destruction onto them that write unjust laws, pretty much. Okay, right? Destruction onto Esau, Edom, because they're the one that's the rulership, right? Like it mentioned in Job 9:24, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked, right? The small hats are in rulership right now. They're the ones that have the power to decree such laws. Okay, they got laws that protect, you know, that they got laws that justify wickedness but condemn righteousness. Okay, for an example, how that sports stars was in prison for 10 months for speaking of for speaking on scriptures about how it goes against transformers. Okay, that's an example of Esau Edom, the so-called white man, right? The small hats, the Amalekites, decreeing unrighteous decrees, man. All right, all right. So destruction onto them for doing that. Okay. That's to back up the brother. Okay. The book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Right? Woe, right? Destruction onto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So destruction onto those that call those pretty much those that justify wickedness, man. Woe unto you, man, and woe unto you that goes against righteousness. Okay, pretty much. All right. So for an example there, right? Apparently it's a crime to speak against the Autobots out there, right? That's an example of these damn devils and the people that supports that pretty much. That's them calling evil good and calling the words of our power which is good to be evil. Okay? All right.
Now I sit down.
What you got going?
The book of Job, chapter 9, and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So if the small hats, the Jewish people, right? Those they claim to be Jews, right? The Amalekites, the Edomites, right? So-called white people. If the earth wasn't given to them in rulership, then who? Who's the ones that covered the faces of the judges? Who's the one that took the true images, the true biblical images of the chosen people, right? And whitewashed it. Whenever, like for example, right? I got the 1611 version, right? And then there's like a picture here. You see how they all look? It looks like Edomites, right? Let's try to see how in the Paleo Hebrew it says in house, right? Let's try to see for yourself where it says you cover the faces of the judges. If not, then who, right? You probably can't see it, but you know the true image is supposed to be dark-skinned melanin men with woolly hair. All you see here is a bunch of Edomites, so-called white people, and they're whitewashed. And the thing about it, when they painted them white, they made sure that they're not painted looking pink, looking red. Because really, a real Edomite, the way how like a real Edomite looks like, you can see their blood showing forth through their skin. That's that mark that nation have received to stand out among all nations, so everyone can know, like, this is the very wicked nation. They're marked. All right, they are wicked. But yeah, this right here is an example of how of them covering the face of the judge. If not, then who? They don't look like Moab. They don't look like so-called Chinese. They don't look like Amen, so-called Japanese. They definitely look like fucking Hamites. They don't look like Ishmael, right? The so-called Arab. They don't look like Egyptians. They look more like Edomites, right? So yeah, so that's one of many signs of how we know we believe through the spirit of power YAHAWASHI that the damn devil is in rulership, and that's why everything is so backwards right now, to the point where now to speak against his people, pretty much, the fucking transformers is a crime wall or something. All right, especially when you bring out scriptures. All right,
and they even bring out scriptures. If he's trying to fucking help somebody, they see it as fucking what is that? Hate speech now?
Hate speech, yeah, they call it hate speech.
How is it hate speech when it's coming directly from the Bible?
Truth is now the new hate speech, pretty much, and lies are the new truth.
Right.
All right. Mind you, like for an example, right? In that article we read, how that sports star, I used Kaz to prison for 10 months for reciting scriptures that in the Holy Bible that goes against, that detestable act. Okay, all right. Time's gonna come where they're gonna of that great persecution, man. All right, they're really gonna persecute us, man, because what we are reciting scriptures, man. We are speaking on scriptures going against wickedness, man. All right. And then mind you, if you're a prophet of YAHAWASHI, all right, you gotta stand boldly, right? If you make mention of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, you cannot keep silent. All right, you have to that's what it says, prophesy to Mount Seir, right? Oh, against Mount Seir, that's Esau Edom. All right, we gotta show our people their transgression. We gotta let the world know that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, are the Edomites. They are wicked.
All right, we gotta get that blood off our hands.
All right. So I'm gonna get this right quick. All right. You can't be scared when that persecution is finally when that persecution finally comes. Man, you cannot be afraid. You gotta stand bold. You gotta keep making mention of our power. All right, keep not silent. The book of Isaiah, chapter 62, verses 6 to 7. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day or night. Ye that make mention of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, keep not silent, and give him, right? Give our power, right? Give him no rest till he establish and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So that's why you got brothers who make mention of the Lord Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, where what started from GMS and all the other like-minded brothers that teach the same doctrine, right? Lessons are constantly being pushed out day and night, constantly making mention of Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, as scripture says. All right. You got brothers, different times of the day in Babylon during the early morning, at night, in the middle of the night / morning, right? Then you got brothers scattered among the other nations, right? Our speckled birds brothers, right? The Israelite foreigners, right? That's also making mention of our power day in and day and night, not giving him no rest until he finally make Yahshua Allah a praise on this planet, man. All right. So the times you're coming into, man, you cannot buckle up. All right, you cannot buckle up now, man. Keep making mention of our power. Keep pushing out the name Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. Thus said the Lord is. Thus say Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. Thus say Yahawah. Thus say Yahawah this. Keep on making mention of it. keep crying out to him. Be like that woman that's constantly begging her husband for something. You know, that because mind you know we're likened onto a woman, onto our power. So you know you want to keep nagging Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You want to keep nagging to Yahawashi so Yahawashi can speak on our behalf and talk to our heavenly Father Yahweh like constantly begging Yahawashi, hey Yahawashi, Bahawashi, you know, can you can you talk? Can you talk to Abba for us? Can you talk to Abba now, our father for us? Like, yo, please get us out of here. Take this nigga Esau down already, man. You gotta keep nagging him. All right? Bother him. Give him no rest. All right?
And it's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
So it says, woe unto them that devise iniquity. Right? So, woe, destruction, death, right? Unto them that devise, plot, iniquity, wickedness. So, woe unto them that's constantly plotting wickedness, man. And who's the one that's constantly doing that? The Amalekites. That's all they do. They're accustomed to do evil, right? All right. So that's all they're going to do is constantly devise, plot, plan, evil, wickedness. Okay. All right. Because what? They practice upon their beds because what? The earth was given to the hands of the wicked. That's what they'll keep doing. Okay. Yeah.
What this says in time with what you're saying about it.
Good. All right. I got a good one too.
You got it.
About how like people changing their changing. Yeah. Bear with me, Bob Shaw. All right, so from the New Living Translation book, right? The Holy Bible, the New Living Translation, the book of Romans, chapter 1, verses 23 through 27. All right, check this out. It says, and instead of worshiping the glorious, ever living God, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, they worship idols made to look like mere people and birds and animals and reptiles. And a lot of our people do that shit, man. All right. Yep. So verse 24. So Yahawah, YAHAWASHI abandoned them to do whatever shameful things their hearts desire, right? Your mind, right? As a result, they did vile and degrading things with each other's bodies. They traded the truth of the Most High for a lie. So they worship and serve things that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi created instead of the Creator Himself, who is worthy of eternal praise. Amen. This is why the Most High abandoned them to do their shameful desires. Even the women turned against the natural way to have sex and indulge in sex with each other. You know, woman on woman action. Okay, that's an act that comes with Esau Edom. Like it mentions in Hebrews, how in the book of Hebrews it says, least there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. When you go into that word fornicator in the Greek, it actually sounds like porno, right? And what do you think the industry of porn comes from? It's fucking devils, man. Because that one of the definitions for fornicator in the book of the Bible, it says I'm just paraphrasing the best of my memory. Pretty much someone who indulge an unlawful sexual act, pretty much. Indulge, yeah. So for example, woman on woman, man on man. All right, that whole sodomite shit. All right,
indulge just goes into like, they basically like fucking. It's like indulging yourself with fucking chocolate, right? You can't get enough of it. You constantly fucking, you gotta keep eating it, right? It's the same thing. They're indulging in sexual, immoral sexual acts, right?
In verse 27, it says, and the men, instead of having normal sexual relations with women, burn with lust for each other. Men did shameful things with other men, and as a result of this sin, they suffered within themselves and penalty they deserve. And what's the penalty that comes with men that practice homosexuality and the woman that lays with other women sexually? Death. Like it mentioned in the book of Leviticus, right? Which goes into Leviticus goes into lawyer, Levi. Okay, so it's in the law, if a man or a woman was to be indulged, right? Indulged with such act, will be put to fucking death, man. Well, we can't do that because what? It will be a crime it will be a crime according to Esau's laws that if we Hebrew Israelites was to follow the Torah and stone their ass to death, we'll be cast into prison. That's him decreeing unrighteous decrees, man. That's him calling evil good and good evil. Okay? All right? That's the damn devil for you. The damn belly out for your ass, man. All right?
Yep. And just to add to what the brother was saying, Esau Edom is a Belial, right? The wicked, right? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
That's their native language.
Lies.
Which is supposed to be Hebrew, believe it or not. Because Edomites are also Hebrews, but they're just Hebrew Edomites. And we Israelites, we are Hebrew Israelites. Okay? All right, that's supposed to be our language, but Esau, he speaks lies. Okay, that's all he speaks is lies. So whenever you come across a Edomite and you can see his blood showing forth through his skin, and he's having a conversation with you, you better read between the lines when this nigga's speaking lies. Everything he's saying, just think of that thing they this worldly shit when they call opposite day. No, yes supposed to be no, and no is yes. So whenever you listen to a fucking Edomite speaking, you pretty much gotta like translate it to the opposite version. You gotta read between lines with this. Right? That's all he does is fucking lie. That whole nation.
Also, the language itself, man, English. And the Edomites be fucking pushing on us when we came over here on the ship, right? The English is a fucking lie itself, man. Fucking, when you say good morning to someone, you're not really fucking saying good morning, man. Morning goes into fucking sorrow.
Yeah, like
when you're saying good morning.
Yeah, like the way how the devil deceive people, he spelled morning like MOURNING as in like as a sign of warning, but they did it to where they spelled it as MORNING to deceive the people. And really whenever you hear somebody say good morning, you're pretty much saying you are mourning.
Good sorrows.
Good sorrows from us. Good sorrows.
What the fuck?
Good
yeah,
stuff.
Sorrows is here. That's what I'm dealing with every day. Fucking bro, people are stupid, man. The English language is a fucking curse. It's a cursed language.
Yeah,
man.
It's a very wicked language, man.
And we can go on and on about that, man. Everything that we say nowadays in English, man, literally is literally a curse, man. And literally, it's like the brother was saying, when you speak to Esau Edom, a so-called white man, you literally got to read between the lines, right? You got the three, right? Because when you put those two lines down, it's the middle finger, and that's like what he's doing to you. Yeah, even though even in the scriptures, it says though he go crouching and humble himself, take heed to him because he's a fucking deceiver, man. He's a liar. Matthew, chapter 5, verse 10 through 12. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely. For my sake, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
So it's a blessing when that time comes, man. It's gonna be a blessing, even right now. But it's a blessing when the world, right? Those who are of the world, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, the devil, our greatest enemy, when he subject us onto hostility, ill treatment because of our race, being Hebrew Israelite, and our religious belief, which is the very word that we are pushing out, the words of YAHAWASHI Yahawashi. All right. And it's also a blessing when we are reviled, right? When we are receiving criticism in an angrily insulting matter. It's a blessing when the time comes that we're gonna be persecuted and damn devil saying all kinds of evil about us falsely. Okay? All right, so like for an example, right? It's a blessing when let's say you find yourself having to go to jail for speaking against these transformers, for reciting scriptures that proves that YAHAWASHI is not down with that wicked shit, man. He'll support it. He'll support the whole sodomite act, the whole pride game, rainbow mafia, transformers in disguise and shit. All right, it's a blessing. All right, it's a blessing when this damn devil like that word provide, it goes into stigmatize, brand, right? Condemn. So it's a blessing when these damn devils gonna try to revile. It's gonna try to brand us as criminals, telling us that it's a crime to speak against these fucking transformers, man. All right, but guess what? Since we make mention of YAHAWASHI Yahawashi, we ain't gonna keep silent. We're gonna keep proving we're gonna keep bringing out scriptures that goes against this wicked shit, man. All right, we ain't gonna stop. All right, the only way you can actually stop is if YAHAWASHI decides to have a stop, and that's not gonna happen until all hell breaks loose, and we ain't gonna be out here no more prophesying and teaching that that scripture in the Amos, the famine of heaven was word, right? When all hell breaks loose, that proven man is gonna keep silent those days of evil. All right, got it. I don't, man.
Oh yeah, and I didn't say it. He was recording, bro. Put the window open myself with the phone. His idiot ass. I saw the light. I was like, oh, you stupid as hell, nigga. I saw you recording, bitch. Oh no, I was like, good.
So when that persecution happens, right? We're gonna find us. Don't be surprised. You may find yourself, start with myself first and foremost, find yourself, behind bars for righteousness, man. It's gonna be a blessing, though. All right,
we want that already, man. Shit.
Mark, chapter 13, verses 11, 9, and 11.
The book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 9 and 11. Verse 9. But take heed to yourselves, for they shall deliver you up to council, and in the synagogues ye shall be beaten, and ye shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them. But when they, Slakia, but when they shall lead you and deliver you up, take no thought beforehand, for ye shall speak, neither do ye premeditate, but whatsoever shall be given you in that hour, that, Salakia's on the next page, that speak ye, for it is not ye that speak, but the QADASH.
Right? So the time's gonna come where they're gonna come down with that great wrath and start casting some of the prophets of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, some of the believers, into prison for going against Esau Edom and his ways, his agenda. Okay, especially when you recite the scriptures, man. So don't be surprised when one day you may have troops knock on your door and try to take you to prison, or you in the middle of camp. You in the middle of camp, and then you got police officers that rolls up to your camp and tell you like, hey, you gotta stop what you're doing.
Shut this down.
Y'all shut this down. We're gonna take to jail. Hey, agree with diversity quickly, right? Just agree, comply. All right. Yeah, it's gonna happen, and the time's gonna come where when you do find yourself being cast into those prisons, you may find yourself being mistreated. All right, being persecuted, which is what you're gonna be subject onto ill treatment, hostility, because what of your race, being a Hebrew Israelite, because and your religious belief, which is this doctrine, the doctrine of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, Bahashem YAHAWAH. All right, but guess what? Right? The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10, it says, I'm gonna get it in the Good News translation. It says, don't be afraid of anything you are about to suffer. Listen, the devil will put you to the test by having some of you thrown into prison, and your troubles will last 10 days for X amount of time. Okay, for a period of time. Be faithful to me, even if it means death, and I will give you life as your prize of victory, right? So be faithful unto death, and I shall give thee the crown of life. All right?
Yeah.
All right, so hey, there's going to be some brothers, it may be some few sisters, who knows, but there are going to be some of those that's going to have to die for the truth, man. All right, but guess what? That's a very honorable thing, man. It's better to suffer for righteousness' sake than to suffer as a murderer, a thief, a whoremonger, a witch, a sodomite, a dog, and someone of this world. Okay.
To back the brother up, right? All he just said, right? It goes into that. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 14 and 17. Verse 14. But and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be terrified. So literally, like the brother was saying, man, when you get cast into them prisons, man, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of their terrors, man. Right? Don't be troubled by the things that they're gonna do to you. Right? Because it says, happy are ye that suffer for righteousness' sake. Right? Verse 17, it says, for it is better if the will of the Most High be so, that ye suffer for well-doing, right? For being on the highways and byways, pushing his truth, and suffering for righteousness' sake, than for evil doing. Like the brother was saying, man, being a wicked 2/3, man. Being a fucking sodomite, man. Being over here doing all this fucking manner of wickedness in this fucking world, man.
Shalom to the Aki on the common board. YAHAWASHI outside brought the thumb to all of you. All right, shalom.
YAHAWASHI outside brought the thumb.
All right, so yeah, that time of persecution is fastly approaching, man. Since y'all just tuning in, to have y'all get up to date with what we're going into. Right here, right? There's already people being cast into prison because of, you know, like for an example, right? A sports star jailed 10 months for, you know, Transformers. You know, you see it there. Message of creation from the book of Genesis. Here it says how Nevada just wrote a law into existence that it will make it a crime for those who criticize, these weirdos, the person you see right there, right? And if I'm not mistaken, over in I think in UK, right? In UK, there's people that those who recite scriptures.
Oh yeah, UK.
Yeah, UK. Those who recite scriptures will also be cast into prison. All right, so that persecution is fastly approaching. The family of hearing his word too. All right, and Shalom, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You say what? This nigga weird as hell. Hey yo. Just so y'all aware, man, we got a fucking crazy ass Edomite. He's always parking a black van, and he's weird, man. Yo, always on time, on clock.
Yo, he pulled out his phone and started recording this shit. And he had his window like halfway down. It was kind of cracked. And then the light was it kind of like flashed, and he tried to put his window up like I didn't see that shit. I'm like, bro, we know you're recording, man.
Yep. And the thing about this guy, right? He's always here, mind you. He's always here when we teach him, right?
Man, we don't you can see him from here, man. But he's right over there.
But you see, probably can't see him. But you see that really bright like white light in the background. If you look underneath that white light, you see a black vehicle.
That's where his ass at.
That's where his ass is at. And the thing about it, he always in that black van. That black van has no kind of like logo labels of like if that vehicle is a company vehicle, and the windows are like dark tinted, dark black. All right, and he's always there, man. And that's probably the same nigga that called the fucking cops on us, man.
Yeah, bro.
The other day, he called the cops on us, man. A few days ago, I think like a week or two ago, maybe. Yeah. Called the fucking cops on us, man, because we was going into that lesson how like we are the Jews, and they're not, and we was
cutting these off. He was getting confounded, man. He said, "No, I gotta stop this shit. I gotta call the law."
Yep. We still back at it again. Come back here.
Yeah,
back
man.
at it. Fuck that,
I'm not
man.
scared of this nigga, man. Don't keep coming out here and push this word, man.
Yep. But that's it for that topic. We're gonna go into the other topic. Topic number 2 out of 3. We got this EMP. That's another topic that's being talked about. And when that EMP hits, man, that's it, man. That's it for Babylon. Here we go. It's 2 minutes and 29 seconds. So sit back and relax.
With reports of Russia losing ground in Ukraine, speculation is rife over its next move, from a tactical limited nuclear weapon to an EMP detonation. Experts are of the view that Moscow may be considering all options that can be exercised. The Russian Spetsnaz forces in Ukraine are equipped with an unusual weapon, a weapon that allows them to knock out all electronic devices within an area of 6 miles or more. And experts believe that Russian forces may be ready to use it in view of the series of setbacks reported on the battlefield. But before we dwell on the details, let's first understand what an EMP or electromagnetic impulse weapon is. It is one that directs a massive explosion of energy over an intended target, much like lightning. But in contrast to other conventional weapons, an EMP explosion does not physically harm humans. Now, what it does, though, is cripple all electronic devices and infrastructure within its radius. This can potentially knock out all computer networks and disrupt crucial military and civilian infrastructure. Experts say such an electromagnetic pulse strike would disable Ukraine's civilian infrastructure and deal a hammer blow to its ability to defend itself. Russian President Vladimir Putin has already sought to disable much of Ukraine's critical energy and water infrastructure through conventional strikes. Experts say that a nuclear EMP strike would do the same, but on a far greater scale. Apart from nuclear EMPs, the Kremlin has also developed non-nuclear EMP munitions that have a more targeted effect. Experts say non-nuclear EMP strike is not deemed to be a significant escalation. Hence, it could be used without the risk of inviting direct confrontation with the West. In July, Russia's state media reported that its non-nuclear EMP cannons had increased their range to 6 miles. Now, whether Russia would or would not use an EMP weapon remains to be seen, but there is no doubt that Russia is capable of doing the same. Also, experts say that EMP strikes leave very little visible trace, so it would be very difficult to know whether one has already been used without being there on the ground to investigate.
So you saw you see there, man. Hey, that once that EMP is shot off, man, that's it, man. All right, that's it. All right, it's not going to be no more us going out there teaching our highways and byways, us pushing out lessons on the WWW, the World Wide Web, on the internet, on that unicorn, right? And then once that EMP hit too, man, that's going to affect, life itself, the way how life is operating on a day-to-day basis, man. All right, your life is going to change like that overnight, man. Once that EMP hits, man, that's going to be like the beginning of like literally all hell breaking loose, man. All right, and we want to bring that out too because in the spirit, we can feel that the famine of him and his word is literally is hasting, it's fastly approached because we got this whole EMP slash blackout slash was it killnet hackers and shit. Sending threats to cut off the internet to sending EMP here in Babylon, which is America, right? And how the spirit of this truth being really access to is dwindling because you got a lot of brothers ever since that one brother from service of YAHAWASHI. I think that very beautiful edifying lesson. I like, we're not supposed to be teaching on social media. The only platform that we pushed out the truth is the platforms that's free to the public, like like YouTube, Odyssey, BitChute, Rumble, and etc. Or platforms like social, like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and etc. All right, we are not to push out the truth. So if you're sincere, if you're going to follow, if you claim to follow the doctrine and the decree that GMS has pushed out, then you're going to follow that decree of not teaching on those such platforms, man, like Instagram and Facebook. And that right there is already the truth is already being removed from that area already. And the time's gonna come where you ain't gonna find the truth at all on no platforms, man. YouTube, Odyssey, and etc. All right. So for those who are new into this truth, man, you better pray to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI to bless you with wisdom and knowledge and to increase your understanding, to help you grow real quick, man, because it could be any day now, man. All right. Well, we're gonna get the scriptures now.
Real quick to add to that, man, it's just the fact that what do they call SpaceX, man?
SpaceX.
SpaceX, they got EMPs over fucking Texas, man. They got EMPs over this motherfucker, bro. It's literally in the damn the satellite itself. And mind you, it's not a regular satellite. They don't say nothing about it. They don't speak about it, right? You can easily look this up. It's the AI fucking satellite. And the AI satellite is literally obviously it's under its own algorithm, right? It can think, it can process, it can do things on the fly, right? But it also has EMPs, right? But they're saying that they have them in defense just in case they need to do a tactical EMP strike on adversary countries trying to assault the Americas. But at the end of the day, man, come on now. Come on now, you know the damn elite literally put all these damn freaking AI satellites around the damn globe so they can literally hit that shit at once. Boom, Babylon's done. Then other countries are gonna go through it as well. But man, it's mainly here in Babylon, man, aka America. It's gonna happen, man.
The book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiastes, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord and put on all from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So don't wait to as a Hebrew Israelite, right? Don't wait until all hell break loose just so you can finally repent and get right with power. Don't wait until until the hour of temptation is officially here. Don't wait until you notice that Jacob's trouble has literally arrived, right? Pretty much don't wait to the last minute, man. No, build that bond with our power now. Repent to him now. Don't wait till tomorrow, next week. Don't wait until you feel like you want to repent. All right, you got to do it now, man, because your life, your salvation is on the line, man. All right, and it could be any day now where that sudden wrath, right, suddenly goes into without warning, without warning, out of the blue, all at once. All right, it's going the day of the wrath of our power is going to catch your ass. It's going to catch the majority of the people with their pants below their ass, man. It's going to catch them off guard. It's going to catch them when they're at their most vulnerable state, when they think to be in a good case. That's when our power is going to catch their ass, man. All right, you got it.
I'm gonna back the brother up. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, in verse 6 and 7. Verse 6. Seek ye the Lord Yahawah while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Khan. So you can call upon, you can seek the Lord while he still may be found, because he still got his prophets out here prophesying in his name. In the name of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM QADASH. All right? That's how you know that the Lord is near, because his men are still out there making their bodies a living sacrifice, blowing that trumpet. All right? They're still out there on the highways and byways, in the chief cities, right? In the chief conquerors places. Yeah, just paraphrasing. And the brothers are still able to freely push lessons out on the on YouTube, Odyssey, and etc. Okay, that's how you can find the Lord, is by coming across one of his men, one of his prophets. All right, but real soon, because you kept on tarrying to turn to the Lord, right? And you wake up one day and all hell breaks loose and you need answers now. You are part of those people that are out there crying for wine, right? Seeking for answers, right? But you ain't gonna see the prophets no more. You ain't gonna see them out there in the public, on the internet. That's the sign that the Lord is no longer able to be found now. Okay? All right, and the only way you can find the Lord during the famine of his word, if our Father is going to have mercy upon you, to come across one of his prophets. But then again, just because you found the prophet doesn't mean that you're going to have the prophet. All right? Just because you found something doesn't mean that you're going to have it. So let's say you do come across a prophet, you better hope that you'll be able to understand and believe the answers to your questions. Okay? Because if not, hey, that prophet's gonna keep it fucking moving, man. All right. You got it.
The book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11 through 13. Verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of the Lord Yahawah. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahawah, and shall not find it. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst.
So there's many precepts, many scriptures that goes into how it's going to be an actual famine here too. You know, lack of food, lack of food, water, medicine, you know, whatever you need for the body, right? But in this context, it's talking about the famine of hearing the words of Yahweh Yahushai, and who are the ones that has the words of Yahweh Yahushai with them, the prophets. So it's going to be a shortage on having access to this counsel, to this teaching. Okay, all right. Just how the world can just easily get a hold of the prophets platform, right? Like whether their YouTube channel, their Odyssey channel, Rumble Odyssey, etc. Right? It's going to be a famine because you're no longer going to have access to that now. Okay, right? So like when there's a famine of food, right? It means it's not much of it. So it's going to be scarred. It's going to be scarce. There's not going to be much of it. And when you do come across it, it's very precious. Okay? But right now, the words of the Lord is not precious in the eyes of the people, like of this world. But real soon, the words of Yahweh Shai are going to become very precious. Even his words are going to be made more finer than gold. Right? like how the scripture says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. So, the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shai is going to be made more precious than fine gold, because who are the ones that's carrying his message? Who's the one that has that wisdom and knowledge in their inward part? The prophet. All right? All right, so it's going to be a shortage. And people are going to be, going all over YouTube and trying to find, all of the prophets of Yahweh Shai's channel. You ain't going to find it. All you're going to have is that monkey that be banging the fucking yellow shit. You gonna see that monkey up there. You ain't gonna see none of the actual prophets of Yahweh. And then you're gonna try to go to the highways and hedges, to the plazas, to the park lot, to the places where the people remember seeing the prophets teaching that, and you ain't gonna see them no more. You're gonna try to go there around the time that the prophets normally go there, for 2 days straight, 3 days straight, a whole week, and they just not gonna be there. All right, because Yahweh Shai is gonna pull his prophets back. People gonna be staggering to go place to place trying to find a prophet, but they ain't gonna find them, man. All right, people gonna be thirsting for the Lord's word. In verse 13, in the New Living Translation, it goes into how the fine the beautiful young woman and the strong young man shall thirst for the Lord's word. Just paraphrasing, we're going to be thirsting for this doctrine. That's that scripture in Isaiah where it says how there was a cry for wine in the street. People are going to be thirsting for that wine. They're going to be thirsting for answers, man. But you ain't going to find it because what? You kept hurrying to turn back to the Lord. You took this for granted. All right, because what? Victory is so fucking good cheap right now. Like it mentioned in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21, if I'm not mistaken. It says, behold, victory shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. But then evils are growing, just paraphrasing. Sword, famine, great confusion. All right? And then boom, that sudden destruction, that sudden visitation is gonna kick them right in their fucking face, reality. Then boom, they're gonna be looking for answers, but they can't find it now. All right? Because you took it for granted. All right? Especially when that EMP hits, man, that shit gonna catch the majority off guard, man. You want to talk about being caught with your pants below your ass? Man, that EMP is gonna catch you with your pants below your ass, man. You gonna catch you with your pants down to your ankles.
Honestly, depending on the blast radius of one, not really a blast radius, but the pulse, right? The impulse. You know, if it's which obviously is going to be military grade too. Usually they're like 10 to 15 mile fucking blast range, man. Impulse range. That's pretty big for one. That's just one. Just imagine how many how many is going to be able. This is probably actually a bigger one. I remember I did hear about this one that's military grade, but it was a top secret fucking thing where actually it has an impulse fucking capability of 150 miles.
Damn.
I was like, yo, that's meant for Babylon.
Oh yeah.
They probably got 3 of them hoes doing in this area, doing in this area, doing in the middle. Yep. And that bitch just starts spreading. It's like all you need is just to attack the fucking the power grid. Yep. You don't need to go and spread across the whole America and try to do an EMP everywhere. No, you just the power grid is the main thing. So literally the 3 main power grids, right? The Americas, and boom, the entire America, the U.S. is dark.
All you gotta hit is like you can look at let's say America, right? And those main power grids, which I think there's 3.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the pressure points of Babylon.
Yeah,
that's all you gotta hit. Just hit the pressure point, and the whole country's gonna fucking collapse and fall. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's all you gotta do. All right. I'm gonna get this last one for this topic. We're gonna go to the next topic. The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 13. It says, therefore, the prudent shall keep silence in that time in Jacob's trouble, right? For it is an evil time. So when all hell breaks loose, the EMP happens, right? You ain't gonna see the men of YAHAWASHI out here still trying to show you your damn transgression.
Nope.
You ain't gonna see the prophets out here still trying to break down Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 to 17. That charagma. You ain't gonna have the prophets out here still warning your ass, man.
Nope.
The prophets are gonna be silent in those days, man, because the days are very evil, man. Persecution. These niggas gonna try to take our heads off. They're gonna try to kill us, harm us. It's gonna be a bounty on our heads and shit, probably. A reward for those that captures a prophet, dead or alive, probably.
Yeah, right? I would have doubted.
You really think the prophet's gonna be out here, preaching forever? No, man. All right, that great wrath, that damn devil's about to come down with great wrath soon, man.
Oh yeah.
Real soon, man. All right, real soon, because he's being exposed, and more of our people are waking up, man. All right, so get this word now while you can. All right, or hey, you gotta learn the hard way. YAHAWASHI is gonna have to deal with you. He's gonna have to make you suffer because you refuse to suffer willingly. All right. So we'll go to this last topic number 3. It's about this upcoming mass job layoff. That's like another hot topic. A lot of people about to lose their jobs, man, because the economy is failing, man. Like it's dwindling. Because they're getting ready to transfer over to to that new currency, right? To that whole digital currency, which all leads to the MO to the T to the B. I think this is one, if I'm mistaken. Oh no, wrong one. It says major companies are laying off people in sweeping cuts. So if you want to go more into that article, you can, but it speaks loud and clear for itself. This guy right here, Mark Zuckerberg, I think his name, right? Mentioned how, mentioned how already did he's laying off 11,000. And if you think about it too, right, all those social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's all aligns with Meta. Yeah, and a lot of people
they're all under that branch.
They're all under Meta, and a lot of people that work for Meta are about to get laid off. Right? So if you don't got these people working for social media, that's going to affect what? People having access to social media, to the word going out. YouTube already did a partnership with Google. All right, and they're now letting the government get involved of controlling. Not the government. I think the World Health Organization, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, it is.
To get involved with YouTube on like what gets to be pushed out. Yeah, like misinformation and shit like that. So yeah, you know, they're brewing up that whole the famine of word. All right, they're going to consider the truth to be misinformation, pretty much, and to be and consider misinformation or lies to be true. You see, that's them calling evil good and good evil. All right, guess what? What won't to your ass? Okay, all right. A lot of people about to lose their fucking jobs too, man. All right.
Grass.
Whew.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and verse 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
God, so uh that happened in the past. That happened in the past, but mind you, the scripture that goes to how that our power shall send plague unto Egypt as before, right? And Egypt, it goes into bondage, right? And then there's a scripture in Deuteronomy that goes, I think it's chapter 28, like the one that goes into like we're under the curse. There shall be a nation from afar, swift as the eagle, that shall bring you from land into Egypt onto ships. It's paraphrasing. So modern day Egypt, modern day bondage for the Hebrew Israelites will be America. So it's talking about America. So it's going to happen again. We're going to come to a time where, you know, there's literally not going to be any work to find. Ain't no one going to be hiring. There's many articles out there that goes into how there's companies that's already laying off people, getting ready to lay off great numbers, thousands of people. Then you got companies that's also doing something called a hiring freeze. So they're not hiring nobody. So once they start laying off people, they're not going to be trying to look for new employees. All right. So one day you're going to find yourself you Hebrew Israelites that refuse to come back and repent our power to the true name, YAHAWASHI Yahawashi. You're going to lose your job, and now you out there suffering. All right. But for the believers out there, for the service of YAHAWASHI Yahawashi, you may find yourself losing your job, your source of income, but you got to believe that power still going to take care of you because you were serving him. You kept the word of his patient pretty much. You was serving him while place of repentance was open to our people, right? And like Elder GABAR mentioned earlier in a very beautiful lesson, man. You know, when you find yourself going through such time, you gotta put it into remembrance. You gotta remind our power, like, hey, Yahawashi outside. You have said this. You have said this in the scriptures that those who serve you, they shall eat, they shall drink, they're gonna be taken care of. You're gonna take care of us, right? So when you find yourself start losing things, find yourself being laid off from your job, hey, great time power, put it to remembrance, like, hey, I'll be out outside, remember your servant, you have said this according to the scriptures. In order for me to continue to serve you, to continue to be a servant, I need your help. I need you to feed me. I need you to clothe me. I need a place to stay. I need you to take care of me. And our power is a man of his word, right? So now you brought to his attention. now he got to do what he said. You remind him, okay? But for those who refuse to come back to our power, he's pretty much going to laugh at you. He's not going to take care of you. All right? The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 3 and 4. In the day when the keepers of the house, the economies, right, shall tremble, and the strong men, the rich men, shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because there are few, and those that look out the windows be darkness. So America is a very noisy place, very noisy. A lot of construction, whether it's building new buildings, new arenas, new like buildings in general. Constant new highways being built or fixed, the traffic being fixed, the whole that's a good one too. Landscaping companies, a very noisy, grinding industry, right? Expect to hear expect the grinding to cease. A lot of people are going to get laid off. There's not going to be no work in Egypt, right? Right? So people are not going to find work. It's going to start getting more quiet out here. A lot of people are not going to be working. A lot of people are not going to be driving because one, they're broke. They can't afford gas, right? People aren't going to be driving like that. All right, it's about to get more quiet out here. All right. And it says, because it says, and those that look out the windows, darkness, in a state of hopeless. So 2/3 are going to be in a state of hopeless. That they're going to be looking out the windows in a state of being hopeless because what? They didn't come back to our power. All right? But the elect, the believers of YAHAWASHI W4Y got something that everyone don't have, which is hope. All right? To call on the name YAHAWASHI W4Y. Okay? Verse 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. So expect to see a lot of these businesses, all these fucking businesses around this city being out of business. No operation, man. Nothing. All right? It's just empty. It's shut down, man. The gas station, ATM machine, the bodega, the fucking supermarket, 99-cent store, and the fast food spot, gas stations, and etc. Man, this is about to get shut down, man. All right? If I go out of business. Okay? All right? And the doors of music brought low. You got a lot of these wicked ass music artists to be put to death, man.
Yeah.
All right? I know we keep saying it often, but hey, took off not too long ago. All right? He's not here no more. All right?
Took off back to the spiritual world.
All right? He's gone. And a lot of the other music artists ain't here no more, man. They got judged. They went back. All right, to the heavens. All right? They sleeping right now. All right? All right? Let's see. And then mind when there's no work, right? When a man, when somebody has nothing to lose, they pretty much don't care what they do now. They're gonna do whatever they gotta do to get their daily bread, to get their victory. Whether they gotta kill somebody for it, they gotta rob somebody for it, they gotta plot against somebody. All right, we gotta come up with some kind of hustle, even if that hustle is wicked as hell. Like a lot of you women are going to be out there really selling your body, trying to get food, trying to keep a roof over your head, trying to get your victory, your daily bread. All right, you're gonna be willing to do anything to get food. And one of those things that you're gonna be willing to do is to give up that jack in a box or whoever, man. All right. And you may have some niggas out there be like, hey, $20, right? You're gonna do anything for fucking $20, man. Right? Hey, a motherfucking number 5 menu on McDonald's is just number 5, man. Just number 5, man. Let's see. One did Isaiah 32. Yeah. And the ones that's going to get that's going to be affected by this the most when business is out, lose the job, right? You got no source of income. You women, because you women are so comfortable. You at ease, all right? And you women don't know how to deal with hard times, how a man can. So y'all gonna have the worst. You got it.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 9 through 11, 9 through 12. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teeth, for the pleasant field, for the fruitful vines.
So I'm gonna get that in Good News Translation, and then break it down, try to make it as plain, worldly as possible. Right, the Good News Translation, it says, "You women who live an easy life, free from worries, listen to what I am saying." So listen to what the prophets are saying, because that's pretty YAHAWASHI NAHAWASHI talking to the prophets. All right, you may be satisfied now, but this time next year, you will be in despair, because there will be no grapes for you to gather. Now, it's crazy how in the Good News Translation, it says how, but this time next year, you will be in despair. And through the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI NAHAWASHI, starting with our elders, they mention how the year 2023 is supposed to be the year of hell. So it may be, 2020, the year 2023 may be that, where it says this time next year, you will be in despair.
Okay.
All right? It may be. All right? Says because there will be no grapes for you to gather, you have been living an easy life, free from worries, but now tremble with fear. Strip off your clothes and tie rags around your waist. Beat your breasts in grief, because the fertile fields and the vineyards have been destroyed. So you women that are at ease, the majority of our women are at ease right now. They're free from worries because what? They're still able to get their victuals, their daily bread, right? You can still afford rent. You can keep a roof over your head. You can still go out and eat. You can you're still getting child support. You're still getting those government assistance, SSI, Social Security income, EBT, Family First, all of these government financial assistance that the government gives to you women.
All
right?
the amenities that the Esau Edom allows you to have.
All that shit's about to get taken away from all the goodies that Esau Edom, that serpent has to offer to you women. He's about to strip that shit away from you. Really, YAHAWASHI NAHAWASHI is going to put the spirit onto that devil to take everything away from you, man. Everything you own, your job, your source of income. And then you don't got no source of income. Now you're having a hard time trying to keep a roof over your head. Now you got to make life-changing decisions now. Do you pay for this, or are you going to pay for this bill? Are you going to pay for rent, or are you going to pay for food? Are you going to pay the bills or skip meals? What you going to do? You going to pay the bills or skip a meal too, just to pay the bills? What's more important? You got to have no food in your stomach, or you got a roof over your head, but you're on an empty stomach? Which one? No, bro, we're coming to that time, man. All right. Just on the first lockdown, a lot of the barbershops and the beauty salons was locked down. So now you wasn't able to beautify yourself. You wasn't able to put a whole horse ash hair on your head. You wasn't able to get the Freddy Krueger's done. You wasn't able to get the umbrellas on your fucking eyes. You wasn't able to get the makeup on your face, right? You had to go natural. For the men, you couldn't get your lineup. You had to let shit grow out. You was actually looking like an actual Hebrew Israelite, right? Right? But that's gonna happen again, man. You're not gonna be able to beautify yourself. You ain't gonna be able to get those costly arrays, those expensive clothing to where you dress like a fucking thot. You got your titties all out, your ass all out, your cleavage, your camel toe, your elephant toe, your shit. No, you're gonna be looking hit out there. You're gonna be looking like you've been sleeping out on the streets, because that's gonna happen to a lot of you women. You're gonna be homeless. All right, you're gonna be sleeping out there. You ain't gonna be able to beautify yourself, shower. Your clothes gonna be raggedy. You're gonna be dressing baggy as hell. You're gonna be looking hit. You're gonna be stinking. All right, you're gonna be catching so much hell that you're gonna be, howling of vexation in spirit, wishing for things to go back to how it was. Well, guess what? Eve? Things are not going back to how it was. It's about to get worse out here. All right, because the kingdom of heaven is on its way to be established on earth. All right, but before the kingdom of heaven can be established on earth, all hell got to break loose, man. All right, the day of the Lord was those dark, now light got to happen first, man. All right, so you women are gonna catch pure fucking hell. All right, a gird sackcloth upon thy loins. So, get ready to catch hell. Okay, because what? You refused to tremble with fear. You was careless. You was complacent. You didn't took heed to this doctrine. All right, so the only way you're gonna have to learn is when you catch a pure fucking hell. All right, and this goes for for you dudes too, because you got a lot of guys that's also that's complacent, that's at ease, because they can still get the bag, they can still provide for themselves. So a lot of you men are going to be like that woman too, man. All right, our father's going to strip the beard too. All right, he's going to have you make you gird sackcloth upon thy loins too. All right. We're going to get two more scriptures. We're going to close out.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Right, so because because these are still affordable. Because for example, here in Texas, a lot of stuff are still affordable. Even though the gas is constantly go up down a few cents, up and down, but the victuals here is pretty much still affordable. The rent is still affordable, right? The gas is still affordable. The foods and stuff is still affordable, right? So the victuals are still good here, man. It's still affordable, right? But because of that, the masses of the people here, those that's of the world, that's too caught up with the cares of this world, they really think and believe that nothing is happening. They really believe that evils are not growing, because what? Victuals so good cheap. Victuals so good cheap right now, not knowing that evil is constantly growing. Famine, sword, great confusions among the people. All right, and then when all hell do break loose, man, it's gonna catch them off guard, man. All right. My last one, the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verses 9 to 12. It says, "Then they shall be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment. So 2/3 of our people are going to be dwelling in torment because you abuse the ways of our power. You cast them away despitefully, man. All right, by your words, your actions. Okay, all right. Verse 10: For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loaded, right, despised, while they had yet liberty, and unto the not, they must know it by name. So while you're daily, you can you still got a job, you still got your benefits, right? Like, you know, you're able to go to work, get your money, get your daily bread, right? And you refuse to come back to our power. You despise his laws, his ways, right? Well, guess what? The only way you're going to have is dwelling in torment. The only way you understand and know is in verse 4. It says, they shall know the death by pain. That's the only time people, especially our people, all of us, something want to call on power. They right is when they going through furthest time. They're going through a hard time in hell. But your mind, 2/3 of our people, YAHAWASHI Yahawashi is not in their minds right now. But when all hell break fucking loose, right? Everything was taken away from you. All of a something, you're gonna want to have our power in your mind and calling out for help. But guess what? Since when you refuse to come back to our power, when place of repentance was open, right? Well, guess what? Now place of repentance is no longer open now because he's Yahawah or Yahawashi is out here opening a righteous kind of ass whooping on you 2/3, man. All right. So, you know, return to our power now. Repent, get right before all hell break loose. All right, that's all I gotta say.
Like the brother was saying, man, get right with our power now. But the day's gonna come, the doors of repentance is gonna be closed out here. You're gonna be looking stupid. You're knocking on that damn door, talking about, oh, please save me, please save me. Hey, nah, ain't gonna be none of that shit out here. Now it's like the brother was saying. Now it's gonna be Yahawah or Yahawashi opening a righteous can of ass whooping out here for y'all, man. That's gonna be true. That's gonna be trotted down like the Mars.
That's gonna be brought down to a very low state. Shit, you might really be trotted down the Myers. Like, oh,
literally, physically.
physically. All right.
Fucking biologically, it fucking look like a damn road.
Not too long ago, there was an Eve at one of their brother's jobs. She got crushed. She got hit up with that Micah 7 to 10. No, really, she got judged. Yeah, it was that brother Elder Recall had to do a lesson with him, and they was throwing up heavy curses upon these wicked ass women, right? The 2/3 of our people, and then I think while they was in the middle of throwing up curses, they heard an Eve screaming, "Yada!" And then there was a chick that got shot in the head at church. She was supposed to be a pastor, but that bitch got shot in the head.
Man, that's stupid. That's right there.
And then there was another chick at the brother's job. You can hear everybody heard her screaming. She got trodden down. Like she got crushed. Yeah. Yep. She was trodden down as a mile of the street. Hey, our power is not to fuck with, man.
No.
All right. The time is fastly approaching where seeing death is going to be the new norm, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That spirit of death is going to be out heavy, man. The Lord willing, the lesson was edifying.
Nah, ABADDON the time, man.
With the water to all the Akim that was on the combo board that tuned in.
Water.
The water for the priest that was on the combo board for the edification for the body. May Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI bless you and your household. All right, we're gonna close out by giving much due all praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI QADASH.
Double honors
Double honors.
to the apostles, the elders, the bishops, the great millstone. Much respect to the sincere Akim who are laboring the work. The Shalom.
Shalom.
To you believers, to the Akim, Wa'akwa, which will be your brothers and few amount of sisters who subscribe to the truth. And as always,
DTA, Abad Bahasham Yahawashi.
DTA, which means death to America.
Death to America.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.